Alrighty, this is documentation regarding where the entity is continuously stalking by commercial planes right here. And this is relevant to Leo of Securitas that's engaging in what is right here, crossing path, and molesting me with impossible light while doing so. This is relevant to the pattern of conduct by the state. That is the cause of criminal monitoring and psychopathic pacing with the entity and the molestation with engineer light. The significance of touching me with light while you're walking off, getting off of work is relevant to what is the mental illness of those that are gang stalking, the demons that are monitoring. And Leo is doing this as an employee of Securitas, and he's also doing it as a psychopath. He's very mentally ill, just like the demons that are gang stalking me in commercial plane and demons that are gang stalking as a population. Okay, the entities engage in this repeatedly, as I've been documenting. Every time Leo is now leaving after he engaged in what is harassing me, after he's unsuccessful in the entity kidnapping me pursuant to criminal summoning. Now he's engaging in what is sexual assault and battery via engineer light as he's leaving, getting off at 9 o'clock every single night. And this is someone that's engaging in violence. And ordinarily, you're talking about the entity that's engaging in what is kidnapping. Were you to inflict violence against that person that's harming you. This is what Leo is engaging in. He's walking on what is thin ice with regard to what is harming me, engaging what is threatening me, and then not facing what would be violence in return to that. This isn't a threat. This is the reality. This is relevant to the government that's threatening you while the population's engaging in what are acts of violence against me. But if I had a bat and I took his head off, that would be, again, that would be an act of violence that the entity would then engage in what is pressing charges or engaging what is kidnap. That's a kidnapping pursuant to what is targeting you in the first place. I'm just giving you what is the information regarding the entity that is engaged in what is stalking, monitoring, and harassing and terrorizing with the government that's stalking. This is the U.S. military's fault. All right, this treasonous conduct that I'm documenting, and then you have sex offenders that are stalking me on their job as well, and then you are engaging in what is targeting American citizens who may or may not retaliate, which I am not advocating violence under any circumstances, but I'm just speaking to the fact if Leo were to be hurt for the coward that he is with regard to harassing a woman in the way that I could easily hurt him, because this is not a man. This is something that the entity would capitalize on regarding kidnapping. And that is also not justice under the law. But I just want to speak to the fact that the entity that's gang stalking me by commercial plane, this is the evidence regarding Leo, who is going to federal prison, just like the demons gang stalking in the city of Ontario. Doing so, just like you see this demon with the bike, just like this demon that's inside cleaning, they're in a relevant position in the engineered environment where the government has no planes other than those that are gang stalking, because there are no takeoffs from the airport here. The airport is targeting, just like I'm showing you in Pomona, California, just like I'm showing you in Montclair, California, just like I'm showing you in Fontana, California, where the Ontario International Airport, that are the unintelligent military personnel, these homosexuals that are stalking. And Leo is, again, of these homosexuals that are stalking with light, molesting me while he's engaged in what is expressing his frustrations toward me while he's gang stalking and can't think of anything else other than molesting me with impossible light. It's relevant to psychological torture. It is sexual violence. It's harassment. And it's also relevant to what is mental illness that he is harassing me with. I'm suffering because he's mentally ill and he's stalking me. That's the government. So that's state action. And the government's going to be prosecuted for that as well. It is currently 10:13 p.m. I wanted to make sure that I document the state stalking. I want to document what is Leo and Securitas engaging what is systematic harassment while he is remaining employed and engaging in what is a plethora of methods of terrorism and targeting and discrimination in concert with the entity that's conspiring my murder. All right. This is P.O.C. It's 10:14 p.m.